Hello, 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 hello. I'm here with the one, the only, the fabulous Tabetha Sheaver. And we just finished our awesome little webinar. Thank you for that webinar. And it was on the 8 steps to building a killer communication strategy for to drive change. I got it right. And I wrote it down here in my notes. It's all good. But some of my top takeaways, it was just one, thanks for it was awesome. It won and ended quicker than I thought, which is always a plus. Plus Delta 314, there are no accidents. Not at all. But I want to share some of my takeaways, and some of them were thinking about how I can apply stuff in the corporate world to how the stuff I'm learning for corporations is not just for corporations, it's for my own life too.
Yeah, like getting your kids to clean up their room.
I know!
Right? Wouldn't that be a great change?
Bill else is walking in the background. But and it's like, how could I use my 5 senses and 5 fingers and work, like just listening to them? Because sometimes, I don't know if you've ever done this, but I've certainly done this with my children, where I kind of lose focus. And just, I loved your little, your 5 digits, right? Your thumb, your index finger, your middle finger. Watch out for that one.
Yeah, Sean, it is all about taking it away from yourself and thinking about what's in it for them, right?
Yes.
And we so often are just like hung up on what it is we want done, and so we're trying to drive change because we want something.
Yes.
But what do we need to do? Just the opposite of thinking about what we want. We got to think about what they want. So That's what the 5 fingers is all about. Yeah.
That little radio station that we can all tune into that makes a difference. WIIFM.
You got it.
What's in it for me? What's actually in it for them? Because sometimes I'm a little focused on how it should go, instead of what's going to make the positive change for everybody.
Exactly.
So that was cool. And then there was a bunch of other rich stuff. But what did you get out of doing this webinar that maybe you didn't do from your other webinars? Because you did it amazingly well.
Yeah.
Great work.
Thanks. So, I go around the nation and I speak, and I do a session called The Psychology Behind User Adoption.
Wow.
And in that, we actually get to sit down and think about what's in it for me.
Yes.
As each leader is trying to drive the change. They get to fill out the motivation matrix for themselves to try and stay motivated through the whole process.
I like that motivation matrix.
Yeah.
High thumbs up.
So, what is a little bit different is that this webinar took it to the next level, and it really said, okay, so now that we know what's in it for me, what's in it for them, how do we actually communicate that, and what are some of the best practices around communication?
Now, for the people that couldn't be on this webinar, you have another one coming up in the near future.
Yeah, it's actually going to be on Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah.
The 20th?
3 o'clock, yeah.
3 o'clock?
Yeah,
Central.
in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, so nobody does anything on Friday afternoons, right?
Exactly. So if you have availability and you just want to learn more about change, where do they register? Give a little shout out for your link.
Yeah, so it is plusdelta314.com. You can find the link there under the blog section.
And I will post a link to it. Is it the same link I had before?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make sure I post it in the notes here so you guys can have it if you'd like to do that.
Yeah, it's the Communications That Work webinar.
Communications That Work webinar, and you know what? They do. I'm going to put some of this stuff to use today. So thank you, Tabetha.
Cool.
Very cool stuff.
Thank you.
If I have time on Friday at 3, I may not. I think I have another meeting. But if I'm available, I'll be on with you again.
Cool. There's some special offers if you attend the webinar as well. So, teaser.
I like the special offers. All right, Tabetha, thank you. And for everybody out there, if we don't see you in person, we'll see you on social media.
Peace.
Finish.